Hi everyone and welcome to today's maths lesson. This is the maths lesson for the green group. So we are going to be looking at worded problems today, and your learning intention today is to be able to solve worded problems using addition and subtraction. To be successful today, you should be able to say and do these things. So I can recognise if a word problem is addition or subtraction, and I can use my new learning of counting on and back to solve addition and subtraction problems. So we're going to have a look at those today, and on this screen you'll be able to see that it's talking about some different strategies you can use when you're looking at worded problems. So it says, what is the question asking? And lots of people get confused with this when we're doing essential assessment. So it's really important that we find out, are they asking us to do addition or are they asking us to do subtraction? You need to make sure you're looking for important words, so underlining some key words. You're circling the numbers that are important. So if you find numbers in the worded problems, you need to put a circle around those so you can come back to them to work out your problem. And then the fourth thing you need to do is work out what strategy you're going to use. So today, to be successful, remember we're looking at counting on and counting back. So we're going to be looking at that. All right, let's go here. So when we are looking at worded problems, there are lots of different words that we can use as clues to help us solve them. So when we're talking about addition, you might see in a worded problem the words like add, plus, and, total, together, sum, more, increase, all of those things. In subtraction, you might see some different words again. So if it's saying something about take away or difference or how many more, it's talking about subtraction, not addition. So you need to be looking at these, and I will leave these up today so that you can cross-reference and go back and have a look to see whether the question is addition or subtraction. So let's first have a look at a question together. And this question says, Yasmin has 7 blue marbles and 18 silver marbles. How many fewer marbles were blue? So what we're going to do is work out which words are important. So we are going to do an underline under those words. Then it says, what is the question asking? So in this one it says how many fewer marbles were blue. So if we went back to our screen here, if it's saying fewer, we know that it's going to be subtraction. So we'll come back. So this question is going to be a subtraction question. It says which numbers are important. So we would circle the number 7 and the number 18 because they're the two numbers in this question that we're going to use. So we've got 7 and 18 down here as well. Then we need to think of the strategy. So we've already worked out that fewer means that we're going to be subtracting. So we are going to count back from 18 from using 7. So we're going 18, take away 7 is going to be 11. So we've got 11 marbles there. So it should say how many fewer marbles were blue? 11 fewer. All right, let's have a go. I'll pop this screen back up and we'll have a go at this question. So this one says, Scott caught 5 fish in the morning. He caught 4 fish in the afternoon. How many fish did Scott catch altogether? So this problem says we're first of all going to draw a box around the question. That's the first thing we're going to do. So the question, do I just put a box around the whole thing? No, we're just putting a box around this part of the question. So I put my box around here because this is the question. So it says, how many fish did Scott catch altogether? Now we need to underline some key words. So the words in here, it talks about fish a lot, so we're going to underline fish. And it's saying all together. I'm going to underline that one because that's one of our clues. So if we go back to this screen, something that says all together. If we find a word on here, this one says together, so this will give us a clue as to what strategy we're going to use to find this out. And then it says circle the numbers. So we're going to circle the number 5 and circle the number 4 because we've got 5 and 4 in our question. So this is the first part. It says, what is the question asking us to do? It's asking us to find out how many fish altogether. So we have to add up those numbers. So we're using addition. Then it's saying what numbers are important. Well, we've got 5 and we've got 4. So we've got 5 and 4. If I was going to use a strategy to work this out, and I'm using addition, I could count on, so I could use my 5, counting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 plus 4 equals 9, and I've counted on using that. So how many fish did Scott catch altogether? He caught 9 fish altogether. We'll do one more. This one is a little bit trickier, so let's see how we go. This question, it says, there are 9 books in the gold box and 32 books in the white box. How many more books are in the white box? So this one, we're going to put our box around the question. So I just put my box around this part of the question. How many more books are in the white box? Then we're going to underline our key words. So it's talking about books. It's talking about there's a gold box and a white box. And I noticed in my question it says how many more books. So I'm going to underline that because that's part of the question. So if we come back up here and let's have a look, and we're looking for which one says more. Well, this one says more, so it could be addition. But if we have a look here, it says how many more. So this one's a tricky one. It's one that you need to look. If this one says how many more, it's going to be subtraction. So let's have a look over here. It says, what is the question asking? It's asking us to do subtraction. Okay, so we need to circle the important numbers. So we've got, there are 9 books, so we circle our 9, and 32 books. So we circle our number 32, and we're going to write those ones down here. Then we need to solve our problem. So if I'm going to do subtraction, I'm going to count back. Now, I can't count backwards from 9 because that's going to be, it's going to go back way too far. So we're going to start from the bigger number when we're doing subtraction. So I would find the number 32. I'm going to use a number line today to show you to count back. But I would start here, I would do my dot, and I'm going to jump back 9 spots. So let's just count back first. So we're going 1 jump, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jumps. So if I counted backwards, I would say 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. So my answer would be how many more books are in the white box? 23 books are in the white box. So my answer is 32 take away 9 equals 23. That's my answer. So now you're going to have a go by yourself. There's some questions on the independent activity. So good luck. Make sure you do all of these things.